Good morning. It is grand final week on RuPaul's Drag Race Down Under Season 3. We're there. We're at the top. Only 3 remain. And this week, one will be crowned our winner of Season 3. And I get to talk to all 3 of them today. And I'm very, very excited to chat with what is possibly, I don't like to have favorites, but possibly one of my favorite queens from Season 3, the very lovely Gabriella Labucci.
Hello.
Hello, darling. What a ride for you. You made the top 3.
Absolutely, I did. Am I allowed to swear on this?
You can swear as much as you fucking like. Go for
Oh,
gold.
good. Good.
um, First of all, what a feeling. Congratulations. How was it to know that you made the final 3?
That was probably the most surreal feeling in my life because during that lip sync, peripherally, I could see Hollywood giving the absolute most, and I was like, "Oh fuck, I'm going home." So when Rue said you're safe, I was like, "Oh, good, it's a top 4," but it wasn't.
Yeah, and look, funnily enough, Hollywood said I didn't even see it. No one else was there. It was just me.
Mm.
But it's the same. Like I've said in other seasons, I'm like, oh, maybe double save, maybe double save. This one, I was adamant. There was no way that there was going to be a top 3 with what the 2 of you turned out. That was a lip sync for the season.
Yeah, justice for Hollywood. She was definitely a bit robbed there.
Which was, but also a very deserved place for you. Um, was that your normal lip sync style? Because I sort of, when it came down to you in Hollywood, I thought, oh, fuck, like Hollywood knows how to turn it out. And Gabby is a comedy queen. This is going to be a very different dynamic here. But there was something different. You pulled out all the stops.
I was just given everything I had, everything I had. It's not definitely the kind of track that I would normally do, but it's the kind of music I would listen to. So I was like, all right, let's just balls to the walls and see what happens.
And it happened. So, but take me right back to the very beginning. And you walked in that outfit, which I secretly love. That was what had me on Team Gabby from the very beginning. How much of a chance did you really think you had when you got to assess all those girls in those first few days?
Um, well, to be perfectly realistic, I didn't go in with any expectation, regardless of who was in the competition or whatever, because like I know it's reality TV. I know that they may have, a certain idea of what they want to do, or it's you can't go in hoping for one thing because you probably won't get it. But I'm glad I got it, like I was so happy that I got to the end. But the fierce competition, I definitely didn't expect to make it as far as I did, but that's because I had no expectations going in.
Always a good way to be. Who'd you
Yeah.
peg as the biggest competition in that first couple of days? Who'd you think, oh fuck, they got in the bag?
Ooh. First impressions when I walked in, I saw Ivory, the face, the costume, everything. I was like, oh, she's gonna be one to beat. And then after the first day, I was like, redacted. No, I love her. I love her dearly, but the poor thing was just in her head a bit. So I was like, all right, let's just take her under the wing instead.
Very good. Yeah, I mean, everybody had a really interesting and different journey across this season. She was definitely one of them as well. Um, your trajectory was quite good in that earlier part of the season as well. Was there a point where you thought, I might actually have a chance to be getting towards the end?
Yeah, I think it was when I had a mini challenge and a maxi challenge win. I was like, I've got the most wins here. What the fuck? I was not expecting that.
Yeah, and it was great to see you pull out that win as well, because I think you really got to show off a lot of skills, and particularly your comedy skills. I think you were just so funny and so fucking quirky. Is that what we see in a Gabriella Labucci show?
You'll have to come and find out, won't you?
It's a long way away, all the way down in Victoria.
Oh,
Are
I'm in
you?
Adelaide currently. We're doing Work the World.
Ah, that's right. You are. My gosh, how was it to join the Work the World tour?
Mental, absolutely mental. Very much so the Lady Gaga meme bus club, next place play, no sleep. I love it. I love everything about it. It's been absolutely wild, just having cocktails with Laganja and Kahana and all that sort of stuff. It's like, oh my god, I'm a rude girl now.
Yeah, what an initiation. Was that a surprise? Would you got invited to be on that? Did you have any idea that was coming?
No, I had no idea it was coming, and it was a really cool experience because we're the first ever international cast to be able to join the Work the World. It was meant to be the Philippines, but that show got cancelled, so we're the only international girls who have ever joined Work the World.
Wow, that's quite an honor.
Mm.
Now, I suppose we're going into the final three this week. It's anyone's game. What do you think that they should crown you to be the winner?
Wow. I think that they should crown me because A, I'm going to represent for the small town folk. Representation always matters. B, we need an Aussie to win it.
I know.
We need an Aussie to win it. And C, do I even need to give you a third option? Hello, look at me.
Definitely, I think also very, very valid reasons there. I think you turned out a lot, and I think there was a lot of versatility. And Rue often talked to you about switching that up. How did you feel about that critique? Because I suppose you all go in there. You have a drag style, you have a drag character. Some of you are sexy, and some of you are funny, and some of you are designers and dancers. And so to kind of be told that you needed to switch that up, how did that feel with you, your personality, and your brand?
Excuse me. From the get-go, when we got the list of the runway themes and stuff, I always tried to incorporate as much versatility as I could. I was always going to give different shape, different hair, different makeup, different everything. But then they throw you that curveball, and it's like, oh shit. But I was really proud that like I didn't get in my head too much, and I just tried anything that they wanted. I was like, sure, let's do it. What do you want? What else? What else do you want? I'll do it. I'll prove it, because I just wanted them to see that I was in it to win it. Regardless of what they wanted, I was going to do it, or at least try to give them what they wanted.
Absolutely, and you really did. I think that's the important part of that growth that we see that gets the Queen's theme as well, is when you just keep changing and trying and changing and trying. And you got to do a lot of things. What was your favorite moment or your favorite time on the show that you just absolutely loved? You'll never forget it.
My favorite would have to be the day that I won the Maxi Challenge in my roller skates, because I love to roller skate. But the thing that made that the most special was the day that I won that challenge was actually my dad's birthday.
Aww.
Yeah, it was really sweet.
Double win for you.
Yeah, I won for dad.
And you didn't crack the light globes on the stage on your roller skates, unlike
We
other
don't have
queens who
light
do.
globes. We only have like little LED stripping. I wanted to break a light globe.
Just for consistency's sake.
Absolutely.
And what about your least favorite? Was there a moment you just fucking dread and you never want to think about ever again?
I mean, yes and no. Like, there's parts where I was definitely challenged mentally, physically, emotionally, all of the above. But I wouldn't change it for the world, because that's the drag race experience, you know. And like, I signed up for it. I knew what I was signing up for. But I definitely think every time I hear BMX bitches, my body aches a little bit.
It was a choice song and routine. Definitely a choice, I think.
Yeah, it was. I don't know whose idea it was to put BMX bikes on the little Polly Pocket of a stage that we have, but you know, it was great.
Look, they were at least trying to do some things a little bit out of the ordinary. We had the bikes, we had the dogs. They're like, you know what? Let's just fucking throw everything out we possibly can. Because how many times when you go into the real world of drag are you going to be on stage with a BMX or making over a dog?
Well, now every single time people
That's
will
gonna be
expect it.
exactly every show now. You're just gonna have to rock up and bring your dog and a bike and some roller skates and you're set.
All of the above at the same time. Put a dog into drag whilst I'm riding a bike with roller skates on.
Done. The Gabriella Labucci show. Love it. So after you finish Work the World Tour, regardless of the outcome this Friday, what have you got planned? Have you got tours? Have you got shows? Where are we going to see you? What you're going to do?
I'm in the process of trying to write a potential 1 or 2 woman show that I can do for the fringe circuit, which would be fun. I've been given opportunities to come up to Brisbane and come back to Adelaide, so that's going to be fun. I'd really love to go to Tasmania and perform. I haven't performed in Tassie, so I want to do that. I don't know yet. I don't know.
See if you're $50,000 richer at the end of the week.
Wow, that would be nice. That would be very nice.
Any major plans? Anything you want to do with that money if you get it?
I would just want to clear myself out of debt and maybe get myself a new car. I currently have a teeny tiny little Barina, and it doesn't fit all the drag sometimes. So a nice little people mover would be nice.
Beautiful. I love it. Well, better let you go because you've got to get some rest so that you can go. And I'm assuming you are on stage again tonight for the Work the World tour.
Absolutely, we are. We've got the show tonight here in Adelaide.
Beautiful. Well, thank you very much for joining me. All the best of luck. I cannot wait to see the outcome this Friday night on Stand, where I'm sure everybody will be watching and cheering you on. Thank you very much for joining me, Gabriella Labucci.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Thank you. And my name is Michael James, and I will see you after the Drag Race Grand Finale for Season 3 of RuPaul's Drag Race Down Under.